everyone. I have a question that was asked to me in my inbox, so I thought I'd just shoot a video real quick for you. I was asked on the embeds that I do for the soaps if I use melt and pour or if I use cold process. I've always used cold process for my embeds. I don't mess with melt and pour. I don't really like melt and pour. I don't like working with melt and pour. There's a lot of things I don't like about melt and pour. I'm just not a melt and pour person. At least though, I did try it, but it's just not for me. I just find it's just easier to just use the cold process soap. I've heard though that if you use melt and pour, that the embeds can melt. I don't know. I've never tried it. That's just what I've heard. So why, for me, why bother? Why not just pour some soap in there and you're doing another batch? Just pour your molds with cold process soap. So that's what I use, and I use all different kinds of molds. The chocolate molds do work good. Some are a little bit, they're made a little bit stronger than others. Some are weaker, so you may crack some. You might have to throw some away. If you could get them cheap enough, you could just go buy more. Like my lips mold, for instance. I have one that's got a, well, I only have one nice lips mold, and it has a crack. And I've been just kind of babying it so it lasts, because Hobby Lobby out here does not carry that mold, so I'd have to buy it online. So yes, you can use cold process for your embeds. I know nothing about using melt and pour for embeds, so I'm the wrong person to ask on that. But cold process, you can, and you may have to stick your molds in the freezer to get, like, if they're not popping out, stick them in the freezer and let them sit there for an hour. You could even leave it longer if you want, and then pop them out. They are going to sweat after you take them out. Just lay them out on a paper towel and let them sit there for a couple hours till they dry off. Not a problem. So what else? I think that's it. I wanted to show, oh, so I can show you right here. I've got this, one of our Halloween cupcakes, and this is cold process soap from a silicone mold, our strawberry one, that I think they were like $1 at not Hobby Lobby. I bought it when I was in California at Michael's craft store, and they had them around springtime. So yeah, it works for me. And for instance, also our snow cake loaf, and these are silicone molds, and the heart is actually, I use a little teeny tiny, I want to say cookie cutter, but I actually think it's for fondant. You buy it in the cake aisle for like all the, where the Wilton stuff is, in the cake making aisle. And I just cut the slices of soap real thin, and I take that little teeny tiny heart and just start punching tons of hearts. And then sometimes if they're really thick, then I just slice it real thin with a knife, and then that's how I get my hearts. So I hope that answers your question. And yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Oh, that the videos that I did with the Witchy Poo soap, I did film the whole making of that soap, but because it was done with my camera, it's going to take over 1,000 minutes to download, which is like a day and a half to download it, and I don't think I'm going to be downloading it. I tried to do it last night, but because I had it downloading on my big computer, my old computer, and then I was using my laptop at the same time while that was downloading, and then I saw the blank box downloading, and I didn't remember that I was downloading a video in the other room, and I saw that blank box, so I deleted it, and it was at 80% in there, and I realized, oh my gosh, it's going to delete this now that I deleted on the other computer. So it was at 80%. I was like, I'm just gonna delete it and not deal with it. And I think I was up till, well, I wasn't up until 5, but I checked it at 5, and that's when I just deleted it. So from now on, I'm gonna just have to do any videos that I do of soap making that are that long. I'm gonna have to use my laptop, which makes it a little bit harder to see and a little bit more harder to hear. But it's not going to take a day and a half to 2 days to download the video. That's ridiculous. I wish that YouTube would fix that. Maybe there is a way that it's fixable. I don't know how to do that. But anyways, so I hope that helps. I hope that answers your questions. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.